Morning guys, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is a psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems, challenges in my life, as well as the self-improvement process for me to reach the high goals and ambitions that I've set for myself and those around me. So welcome back to the continuation of a sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project that is a combination, a fusion of many other smaller ones, named TKS, standing for Task Kill Spree version 6. This is episode, I believe, 24, something like that. And today we have 3 live streams. And again, what you see is what you get. Take a look at the title, take a look at the stream. You saw that photograph, you see the screenshots on the side, and on the left, what you see is what you get. We are going to cover some food, some groceries, some health topics, as well as some garbage, mail, work, and business, and so on and so forth. That's what we have to get through. 3 live streams, again, 50 minutes each, separated by 10-minute gaps back to back. And so why don't we get straight on with it? Of course, the introduction to the Ahn Rho Project, and check my previous live streams. I have many different versions on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're coming from, welcome. The most recent one, I would describe the Ahn Rho Project as this, like I said at the very beginning, it's self-therapeutic, but it's also a comprehensive database for me to constantly repeat and improve on myself constantly by self-reflection. And so it's exposing myself to a lot of open scrutiny, both from myself as well as from other people and just society in general, because that's the best selective and most intense challenge and selective pressure I can apply on myself to remove all the weaknesses and holes and flaws in my personality, in my behaviors, in my own being. So it's broken down to 3 different things: sub-series, domains, and analogies, and those are the conceptual things that I use to embody the Ahn Rho Project, but we're not going to get into too much detail of that. We will just focus on the content here. So that's the introduction, we're done. Left hand side we have a continuation. It's not exactly from where we left off yesterday's live stream in the morning or the afternoon. I believe it was closer to the afternoon. I left off with a screenshot, I believe, up here. Right there, it's actually, sorry, never mind, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong screenshot, but you can just take a look and you can see that it's numerated from 55 and above. But yesterday's live stream was about 33 or something like that, and I took a jump because I noticed that I was covering things that were not that urgent. And so I'm going to remove that screenshot for now and just stick to what we have in store today that needs to be urgently covered. So we're going to start off at the very bottom there. I believe we're starting at 70, and that's where we left off from one of the live streams yesterday, and that focuses on 71 is food. And so what you see in the title is about, I guess, a little bit of food, but most importantly, it says here people, work, business. And so I'm going to turn to the side. 70 is talking about food, 71 is talking about food, 72 is talking about employment, work, being late, really. And we see here before us, we have this little envelope. It has a letter inside. 74 has to do with some health products that I'm trying to remove. I mean, the stock that's already finished, I have to replenish it with new ones. And then on top of that, we also have, after the second screenshot here, we have 74, 75. I'm going to designate the ones with the U that I have to do first because that stands for urgency. So I can see I have to do some laundry, some haircut, some basic chores, but we also have something here that is related to business. And so we're just going to start covering them one by one, starting with the ones that have a U next to them. So we start from the lowest ones up here. 71 is very important because that's actually got a lot of garbage. I'm going to save that for the next live stream. But basically, we can see right here all this packaging that I'm going to take out to the trash. It's Wendy's and Tim Hortons. If you're not familiar with Tim Hortons, just a Canadian coffee donut chain. And so we have the receipts, we have the garbage here, and most of this, again, has to do with work, employment, nutrition, as well as just, basic survival, getting some food. And that's because I have to take my supplements, which some examples are up here from Yazana. And so I needed some protein-heavy food, and of course I got a junior bacon cheeseburger or something like that sort. It wasn't that particularly healthy, it's just that I didn't have any food with me. I didn't make anything for dinner at the time, and that's that. Now, of course, I did do the budgeting. I did scan the receipts. I'm going to keep these paper towels, paper napkins right here, and so for instance, I'm going to take this and put inside the work bag right there. But the rest here is really just garbage. The receipt I can take and move away from region D1. That's sort of the location right there, D1 and D2 up there. I'm going to turn it around. This is the office area. I'm going to stick the receipt under there. That's region A, which again, I covered the logistics of the entire room already in my previous live streams. I'm not going to do that again until we actually have a real purpose for that. So with that being said, there's all garbage here. You can see there's also some more trash, some toiletries, stuff that's actually not in the title, but that doesn't really matter. Just like Q-tips and a bunch of like what is that? Toothpicks. And so just more garbage, more trash really. On the inside you can see there's a box of containers inside. Again, more garbage, recyclables, really, even their plastics, but because they've been contaminated with food, there's no reason for me to separate them. I just have to take them out and throw into the trash bin. So all this is really just garbage that I have to remove for today. Now regarding the mail, so I said I was late for work, so I've been letting down my colleagues for quite some time now, and the HR manager has finally spoken to me about it. The previous time I actually went out and reached out to them about a month ago, and that was before Christmas, and said, you know, quite honestly, you're probably gonna have to discipline me with this, because at the end of the day, I can see what's coming, and I'm not going to be able to make it here on time. And eventually, it was, again, it's just my responsibility and my fault, but you know, mismanagement and generally being not having much professional development. I don't have the typical administrative standards of business administrators, so I don't have that kind of communication basics down. I'm just overall, like, I seem like a dunce, and really that is what it is. I'm just a dumbass at the end of the day, because I just don't know the office basics of communication, of basic accountability, all that kind of jazz. And you know, I'm not going to dive into that kind of stuff because I don't know what I'm talking about. The point is, I wasn't responsible enough to actually even show up to work on time enough, to the point that she had to issue a warning for me, both verbal. We sat down, and of course we had a conversation. Again, most of this is confidential, so I don't have any real details to it, and that's fine because I'm talking from a vague standpoint to keep things private. But the point is, I got a verbal warning as well as a written warning, which is again, and I expressed to her, no, she's like, they're both very understanding individuals. Like I said, the people I work with in the company, I've already mentioned this so many times on the street, I'm probably beating it with a dead horse, but basically this is a very family oriented company and community, and they're fantastic people. And for the past 3 years, I've always felt that I just couldn't meet their standards at all, coming from just a background of largely poverty and domestic household issues and blah-de-da and all that kind of bullshit and disease. So the point is, you know, I've been trying to play catch up, and clearly I haven't been able to do a good job of that. So I scanned this mail. I now have to also file this away. So what I'm going to do is turn around again to region A right here. So the receipt over there is supposed to belong right there next to those. Again, flipped over, so you know, no private information. And then the same thing goes with this letter here, which I've scanned the envelope. I've scanned as well the letter on the inside, and it belongs really under there. So that's around A1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A4, I believe, region A4. So that's office stuff. The trash is taken care of very nicely. Now, something else. Okay, let's move that away. What else is in the title? It seems to say people, work, side biz, right? Okay, so the next one, okay, looking up right here, I noticed that I was talking about the supplements. Okay, so what's happened is obviously I have to every week on occasion replenish the ones that I ran out, and so this one is from Usana Core Minerals, and so it's just a research company. So I'm going to take off this plastic wrap here. The old stock that I've run out and depleted, I'm going to use as a sample for future clients. So I put that sample, that empty container of this, this one's full, right? So I'm going to use this. The empty ones I'm going to keep in this canister. And this box here of health pack is really just filled with a bunch of samples. So they're just empty boxes of containers that I've already finished. And what I'm going to do, obviously, this is garbage here, the plastic wrap. Let's stick it down here. Or maybe I'll use this as a platform for me to, yeah, that's one thing I tend to use. I'm going to reuse the packaging here, and in case I eat upstairs, I just put any sort of food on the plastic wrap. So I'm accumulating some of that stuff so that I can sort of just keep the desk and office region clean if I ever eat there, and that tends to happen over the weekends. Needless to say, these are all the sample products, sample bottles. The products are all gone. I've already consumed them, and I'm going to basically move to region C here. So A, B, C, and D. So region C, the closet, I'm going to pull it to the side, and you can see the product really belongs up there. So I'm going to throw it up there in C1 or C2. Now, that's going to happen off stream. I also took from over there the products that are in storage, the amount that I need for the week. So we have the health packs here, from antioxidants to vitamins, minerals to just immune boosters and all that kind of enhancement and stuff like that. So all that is now ready for the week, and I'm feeling good about that. So I took a new bottle, I put away the old bottle and kept it for samples. I need to move that back into C1, and this one I'm going to take the one that I'm going to use now and put it on the stash that I use. So I take all 8 bottles of these because I am in molecular research, so I know what I'm doing there. Turn back to the side here. Same thing goes with these health packs. Honestly, they don't really belong here, but you know, why don't I do that? Stick it right here. Okay, turn to the side. So we're back here. We have all the garbage that goes away, and I just end it off at region C. So I think it makes a lot of sense for me to cover what's in region C. So you know what's in region C. And I forgot to mention, yeah, I did scan the mail, right? Did I mention that? I scanned the mail, the letter of the warning. Yeah, and again, there's no hard feelings. I would have said exactly everything that my HR manager has said to me. She's a very understanding individual. So is my departmental manager. Both of them are fantastic individuals, very understanding. And you know, everything that they said is exactly what I would say to someone if I owned a business. Like, it was a very common understanding. It's just that I wasn't able to do what I know to make happen the things that we had a shared understanding of. And so really at the end of the day, I just need to make sure that I meet my commitments. Anyways, so that I got scanned. I need to obviously create the electronic copy and put that on file, on drive, or blah-de-da. Okay, back to here. So this is important because the office, I mean the closet region, sorry. I'm constant. There's like 100 things on my mind right now. I'm sorry, I'm trying to juggle it all. At the very back there, you can see. Okay, come on, get your shit together, man. I'm like being a little pussy. All right, we got at the very back there. We have these totem poles. There we go. I have some confidence again, some composure. 1, 2, 3. You can hear them, right? So 1, 2, 3 of those poles. I've stuck them at the very bin. They come from my workplace. Like I said before, they were right here. 1, 2, 3, right in front of the closet. Plus the mirror on the side there. You can see the mirror that's facing away from me. So the mirror was out here. So were the 3 sort of poles that I said we'll use for a little bit of training in martial arts, as well as for construction of materials, of furniture and blah-de-da, as well as for hanging and drying blankets and clothing, whatever. You can use those things for so many different things as long as you're creative about it. And so I've stuck them back in here, into here, not back into them. That was the plan maybe about a week or 2 ago, and I said that I would, you know, find a place, logistically speaking, from region A1 to A5, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way around the room, kind of like applying shipping, receiving, and inventory management fundamentals to your personal life, my personal life. I finally have found a place to put it, and I said I would put it behind that decoration box. Well, it's finally happened, and same thing with the mirror. So good. So that's the end of this live stream, the first of 3 live streams. I'm sorry for the messy start. There's just, you know, like 50 different things constantly shoving up my face. So I'm going to continue this live stream in the next 10 minutes. So we'll see you all there. Thank you for tuning in.